Hello, everyone. Hey, I'm back. It's me. Whew, sweating a little bit in my dank apartment. You can hear some birds outside. What a wonderful day that I'm not allowed to be a part of. Well, we have our top 8 pairings, and they are looking good. They're looking good. There are 8 individuals with 8 different decks. Let me pull it over right now. And, wow, these are good. So, our top 8 is as follows. The first seed is Sam K-Soon 321 on Invoked Mekk-Knight. Second seed is Lieutenant Labcoat on the Mecha Phantom Beast Turbo deck. Third seed is Tao Li on Striker. Fourth seed is Giant Skyhawk on Paleozoic Dinosaur. Fifth seed is Fear Bandit on Giant Ballpark. Sixth seed is Peeps on Trains. The only one... Oh no, there's 2 that we didn't get a chance to look at. The last 2 individuals we have not yet seen on camera. Luscious, who is on Mermail and is the 7th seed. And Dazcon, who is on SPYRAL, who's the 8th seed. Now, it certainly won't be a meta-adjacent tournament without a SPYRAL match, so I am going to let you take a look at Sam K-Soon versus Dazcan's match. I am really excited to see the first SPYRAL player that we have gotten to so far, and I certainly hope they will not disappoint. Obviously, SPYRAL's an incredibly good deck. I think the reason that very few people brought it is it actually didn't really gain much of anything as a result of this. It just continues to be an extremely strong heads-up archetype, and as a result, it'll take slots, but it won't do so in a fun and flashy fashion. And I think a lot of people were more excited to show off the sick tech that they dreamt up than actually take the tournament. For what it's worth, Raid Raptor Lunalite, the deck 2-beat coming into the tournament, no copies in the top 8. That's incredible for any deck with that amount of representation, especially one that was good and had a lot of good people representing it. Pretty crazy, if you ask me. Pretty nuts. Let's see if they are prepared for their game yet. Looks like they are still waiting. They've just pinged each other. And hopefully we can get into it momentarily. Until then, Chad is extremely disappointed to have to look at SPYRAL. But come on, it's a deck that's good. I mean, what do you want? Yeah, exactly. We have to have a SPYRAL match, otherwise the tournament would be fake. I'm personally shocked to see Giant Ballpark in top 8. For what it's worth, the matches that individual swept were they were interesting. That's all I'll say about them. I hope that the Mermail player makes it to top 4 because that is a heck of a list, and I would really like to see that. It looks like they are just about hosting right now. And I'm in as far as spectating goes. And we're just waiting for one individual, and we'll fire this off. Let me see if in the meantime I can pull up the Mermail list so we can get a quick look at it. Oh, it's a YDK. Dang it. Well, never mind then. I don't need to take a look at it. I won versus 2 Raid Raptor Lunalites, so at least have that. Oh, I can use this time to use the dashboard to change the title to include the words top 8, since that is how far we've come. We've been streaming for about 5 hours now, and I'm starting to feel it. There we go. And that update hopefully will alert people to the fact that these are the actual good players. Oh, there's no challenge. I'll set up Nightbot for next time, but there's this. No Salamangrate, no. There were 2 of them in, and they both dropped it. Both dropped the ball. Okay. Both players are here, so I'll let them know I am prepared, and we hopefully will momentarily be watching Top Cut. All right. So, Sam K-Soon is on Invoked Mekk-Knight, and Dazkan is on SPYRAL. Now, what's interesting about this matchup in particular is that finally, I think we have landed on a deck who will be forced to go first and can match sort of the aggression that Invoked Mekk-Knight can lay down going second. You know, Sam K-Soon, not to detract from their achievements so far, but they've really gotten a great chance to have to play against a lot of decks that fold to a singular hand trap or something like that, rather than decks that can really take advantage of a misstep or can play through interaction. Dazkan is playing a deck that resists almost all interaction, sans Droll, and has just an absolute unparalleled ability to pop off. So we're leading with a Magician's Souls, and yeah, that's about as good as it gets. Where Art Thou is a heck of a card, and in this particular instance, normal summoning Jet Synchron looks to be doing a lot of work. Big Red already, so Big Red's going to bring back this copy of SPYRAL Super Agent Master Plan, and ooh, Sam K-Soon reveals they're on main deck DD Crow. Wow, that's painful. Alright, so at the very least, this deck can show off that while that move may have stopped a previous SPYRAL player in their tracks, the SPYRAL of 2020 post-Duov can just make Needle Fiber. So they're going to go for Needle Fiber with a Glow-Up Bulb, and you can see that the Jet Synchron in Graveyard has not yet been activated, so we can discard a card to bring that back if we want as well. This is potentially 5 cards worth of Link material, and there's no telling what you can accomplish with that. Oh my gosh, is that a... Okay, there we go. So there's the Link Rebo, and it looks like we are going for all 5. I mean, what possible Link 3 would you want to be going for here? Are we just going for, like, Appaloosa plus Link Rebo? Is that going to be good enough? Probably not. Yeah, to those of you asking why individuals are playing SPYRAL after the set that gave SPYRAL almost nothing, probably because it's one of the best decks. Like, Salamangrade and SPYRAL didn't get really anything from Dual Overload, but it doesn't matter. Like, they're still extremely strong. A lot of these sort of generic options like Halqifibrax and Dagda do a lot for very specific decks or do a medium amount of stuff for generic decks. That doesn't help these generic decks that are already languishing with a bad SPYRAL matchup to overcome a bad SPYRAL matchup. It just makes it a little more easy. Oh no! And the first Union Carrier of the tournament has made it onto the field. Oh gosh. So Union Carrier is another fantastic card revealed in in Dual Overload. It can't be used as Link material the turn it's Link summoned. You can target a face-up monster you control, equip a monster to it based on the attribute. So you're able to equip to Link Rebo a copy of Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, which domain locks your opponent. Now, not super great against Sam K-Soon's deck specifically, because it's one of the very few decks in the meta that just summons a bunch of big Chunguses. So, you know, that might be enough. You know, for what it's worth, this is a very particular hand out of Dazkan. I mean, it really can't play through a lot of interaction, and there's one of them. Wow. The ceiling on this deck raised immensely by inclusions of stuff like Union Hanger, but something as simple as DD Crow left them on a board that was completely weak to Lightning Storm. And now we've got not only Invocation, but one remaining monster on your opponent's side of the field, so we can easily set that Invocation under it and summon anything. Oh, wow. And setting in that zone even, we're just going directly to Almirage, huh? Alright, here we go. Time for Jack Knight of the Golden Blossom. Man, I like that name. Mekk-Knight Yellowstar is an easy link away for Alistair, the Invoker of Madness. This, of course, is Alistair. We fire off Invocation, and what do you know? That Mekk-Knight is a light type. So likely here we're going to see an Invoked Mekk-Knight. Oh no! Oh no, we're banishing our opponent's Union Carrier. Even more funny. And then we'll activate both Alistair, the Invoker of Madness, and the effect of Invocation in Graveyard. Yeah, this is looking pretty over. I mean, it really sucks to be on one individual card that doesn't that's going to eat a negate from Makaba. They're going to need 2 must answers off the top, and at least one of them is going to have to bring back this Spiral Master Plan. Instant Fusion could be anything here. Yeah, Thousand Eyes is a fine one. We're going to use Thousand Eyes to get this copy of Glow Up Bulb off their side of the field. And oh my god, do they have lethal? All they need is one more monster, right? 1, 2, 3. Ah, smart. But the Spiral player does have a Linkuriboh in graveyard, so after the effect has suck, they'll go ahead and special summon this copy of Linkuriboh by tributing their level 1 monster. And wow, Dazcan negating it with Makaba. Oh my goodness. I don't know about that one. So from this position, they're going to activate Invocation's effect in order to bring back one of these A-listers. And I think they're thinking about just firing that Invocation right now. I don't know what for. Yeah, that'll turn into a Linkuriboh, and I think we're just pushing for damage. If we go into Boral Sword... This is interesting. Did we miss lethal here? If we link all these away into Boral Sword, we're just going to make 2 Makaba. Is there a reason for that? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's already lethal. That's why. They want another Makaba in order to ensure that last card isn't going to do anything. So in damage step, we'll activate the effective A-lister in hand. That's 35 plus 25, and that is a comfortable 300 over lethal. All right. Silly me, I wasn't figuring in the damage taken by Where Art Thou? I was like, that's not 8,000, not even close. Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be. Wow, that was an extremely clean game 1. I mean, Sam K-Soon's play has just looked absolutely incredible this entire event. Let's see if there's been any results from other matches. It doesn't look like yet. Gee, Billy, how come your mom lets you have 2 Makaba? So if you're sideboarding, this is a matchup you've prepared for a ton from Sam K-Soon's perspective. You know, Spiral is something you can expect to see basically at every tournament worldwide, even if it's being conducted over the internet, whereas Dazcan is playing against an archetype that it's very hard to get a handle on what you're exactly supposed to be doing. Going second is probably part of it. You probably ask your opponent, hey, would you mind taking the play? And from that position, it should be an easy one. We have not seen an Hyperia yet. To those of you saying Spiral is so good lost to DD Crow, there are plenty of hands that a DD Crow doesn't beat. Just ask anyone who played a Spiral Mirror. I would find it pretty shocking to see an Hyperia coming out of Game 2, given that Invoked tends to use its normal summon. Alright, so we're going to begin with Resort. And we're going to activate the effective Resort. Hey, have you ever seen this before? So what he gets off Resort will tell us a lot about the contents of his hand. If it's like the ceiling of the hand grows immensely based on what he searches right here, and it's Spiral Super Agent. Well, that makes me think that he'd actually prefer to know the top of the deck before committing to a summon. It looks like he's going to call Monster, and ugh, it is a monster. There is a Glow Up Bulb. So completely completely free ability to just snipe the top of the deck and ensure something like your Double Helix resolves without having to commit to a normal summon. We're going for Barricade Borg Blocker here in order to send a copy of Spiral Mission Rescue, and one question as to what that will be used for. Squeaky, I'm not going to make the Jank Tank mods do this. Ah! Huh. Well, I don't know about that one. What? There's no way that that was the best line. Are you kidding me? Oh, why pick first? Why commit to this line? What on earth could you have... What? Well, that explains the line. Pay 2,000 life points. Look at your opponent's hand and select one card. Well, I'm selecting A-lister for sure, but oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. Okay, thanks, Appointer of the Red Lotus. Well, shockingly, there's not a ton this hand can do otherwise, right? We've got what? Glow Up Bulb, Destrudo, Lightning Storm, Destrudo, Nibiru. Are we gonna have to pass? Yeah, go for it. Normal Glow Up Bulb, Special Destrudo. Well, you're not gonna be able to synchro with two tuners, but you know who I think doesn't care? What is that guy's face? He's a pointing, dude. Have you ever seen an appointer before? Come on. Link Haribo into Needlefight. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. It's like Mind Crush, but so much worse. Do you remember when Appointer of the Red Lotus was like $20? This card did a lot of work on this hand specifically, but like, I think we are probably still losing. We go into Hulk here, and then Hulk can summon a tuner from deck. If we get like Jet Synchron or anything recursive, we can just Boral beat him to death. That doesn't even have to be anything recursive. Oh, yes it does, because we need exactly one more, because we've used the effect of... Wow. Oh, wow, that's awful to hear. Oh, no. They're one summon away from beating them to death. Now this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Wow. Well, I wouldn't know they're on Invoked Mekk-Knight given this open. Alright, take back the A-lister. Alright, he's got to draw something incredible off the top of his deck. We know that the hand is Resort plus Sleeper. We don't have the material in Graveyard for Sleeper. Wow, I was making fun of Appointer, but you were right. That actually saved his life. Alright, so tough time. That's a pretty sick draw. The Resort is going to fetch the Ghost Ogre, of course. Ghost Ogre does have a field effect. It's the same as its hand effect. It's the only Ghost Girl that does that. We're going to fire off Tough, I suppose, and potentially hit... I mean, force the activation of Hulk. Does that do anything? We get a special summon back Super Agent here, then we Tough for free. That tells us the top of the deck. If our opponent permits, we can then pop off with Super Agent, but that's a big if. Oh my god. He did. Oh wow, we're doing it. It's happening. Alright, Double Helix. Chat, what is this? 3? What? Wait, sorry? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, so we'll special summon to a zone this points to. That's 4. Careful! You gotta stop summoning. You know your opponent has it. You've seen it. Guy! Are you for real? You know the rock is cooking. Oh no! Oh, that's 5. Do you fire the rock now? You can make Appaloosa here. Yeah, you do. Oh no! Why refuse to count, my guy? Oh, sheesh. Okay, well, there's an extremely large rock on the field now, with 68,000 attack. There's 3 in the graveyard for Sleeper. And then we'll pass. Oh god. Alright, so you just attack with the rock. You proc the Sleeper, and then you can set up an unbeatable board with basically everything. Oh, hey, Mind Control off the top is pretty good too. I guess you knew it was coming. We are going to Sleeper now to pop the Mind Control and the Nibiru. Always remember to pop the Mind Control for some reason. We're going to lose our rock. We're going to go for a Super Agent from deck. And from this position, it's basically impossible to lose. Whoa. Ooh, electing not to get the Super Agent from deck. The Double Helix from graveyard. Alright, A-lister time. Yeah, and that's the end of the game, right? A Destrudo, but really unnecessary. We're going into Mad Invoker here, I suppose. Summon Link Spider, then Special Exodia, then full Orcust combo. That's a good idea, but most of the Orcust combo stuff is banned. And they say Nibiru is useless. Oh, no need to do this. Come on. Sam K-Soon absolutely flexing here. Please, he's already dead. You don't have to keep hurting him like this. I do appreciate that Dazcon is sitting it out for some reason I don't understand. Well, maybe if he misses everything. Does he have like a Mekk-Knight in hand? Do we have a way to get an extra summon? Yeah, okay. And that's gonna be it. Wow, an absolutely textbook game out of Sam. Coming in hot. So that is the first of our top 8 results. I think there's one additional one in. Yep. It looks like Giant Skyhawk playing Paleozoic Dinosaur has triumphed over Fear Bandit playing Giant Ballpark. Congratulations to Skyhawk. The other 2 are still up in the air. I will inform you when those are finished, and then we will be back with the top 4 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Quarantine series. Don't go anywhere.